Hello, second grade. Welcome to your math lesson. We are going to be doing math lesson 77. So if you open up to your binder, you're going to need one piece of paper on it. This is your binder. You open it up. You have these couple of pages. You go to the section that says Wednesday, and it'll be this. This you'll do on your own after this video. And then you will have this one. You will need this one for the lesson. After the video, you finish this one and this one. Okay, so the way that you're gonna do it is you're gonna grab your binder. Some of you have sleeves and some of you don't. If you do have sleeves, carefully take it out. Carefully take out just this piece of paper. And then we can use it, okay? Then you put it back in. If you do not have the sleeves, this is what you're going to do. You're gonna make sure this is all the way flat, and then you're gonna, with both sides, go like this, and take out the one piece of paper that you need. After it's out, you will then try to close it without closing your fingers, like that. Okay, let's begin. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about fractions. We're going to be learning how to write mixed number fractions. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you a PowerPoint that I've made for you. Okay. And here we go. Okay, so this is our PowerPoint. Okay, so before we begin, it's important that we know that there are whole numbers and then there are fractions, right? Whole numbers, fractions. A whole number is a whole number, just kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Now, a mixed number is a number that has a fraction. Sorry, it has a whole number and it has a fraction. Okay? We'll learn a little bit more about it. So, here we go. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to see how many pieces do we have all together. So for this story, we are going to pretend like we have a chocolate bar over here. And in this chocolate bar, the first thing that we do when we're going to write a fraction is we count how many pieces there are, right? Because that's going to be our denominator. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, where are my tools? Here we are. Nope, those aren't my tools. There we go. Here are my tools. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. So what am I going to do first? Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write the 8 at the bottom. Just like this. And I'm going to draw a line. And then you're going to listen for the question. What's the question? What are they asking you? And the question here is, how many pieces do we have all together? So we're going to count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So what are we going to put on top? 8. So there we go. That's our fraction. It's 8 out of 8. Or it equals 1, right? Because we have 1 bar. There are 8 little pieces that make up 1 bar, right? So 8/8, anytime you see a number with the same number at the bottom, it equals 1. Okay? Now let's move on. Okay. Actually, Miss Santana needs to erase this. There we go. Clear. Okay, so now we go on to our next one. Okay, now here is our question for you, okay? Now, if we have the same chocolate bar, how many pieces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if I eat 4 of those pieces of chocolate, how many pieces do I have left? So the first thing that we do is we count how many pieces we have all together. So how many pieces do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna write 8 right at the bottom, and then we write our line. And then we listen for what our question, what are they asking? And right now I'm asking, if I eat 4 pieces, how many pieces do I have left? And so what's my fraction? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our pen, we're gonna take away 4, right? Because I ate 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are gone. I've eaten them. Now, it says, how many pieces do I have left over? How many pieces do I have left? So I'm not going to count these. I'm going to count the pieces that I have left over. So how many pieces do I have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4/8 left, right? I have 4/8 left. Okay. So 4/8. That's right. Now, there is another way to write the 4/8. Okay? So if you got 4/8, you got it right. Now, if you got a different answer, you might still be right. Okay. So I have eaten 4 pieces out of the 8, right? So 4/8 would be correct. But there is also another answer. So let's try to see what the other answer is. There are 2 answers. If I told you that we were sharing this bar and we had to divide it into 2 equal parts. Let's say you and I are going to share this chocolate bar, okay? And we want to split it in half. We want it to be exactly the same. We want to get exactly the same pieces for you and for me. So what are we going to do? How are we going to figure out what is half? So what we do is we count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you get 1 and I get 1, and you get 1 and I get 1, and you get 1 and I get 1, and you get 1 and I get 1, how many pieces do we have all together? I mean, how many pieces do we each get? 4, right? So 4 out of 8 also is the same as 1/2, right? Because if you have 4 pieces out of the whole 8, you basically have 1/2. If I eat 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have eaten 1/2 of the chocolate bar, right? So if you have 4/8 or 1/2, they mean the same thing. So let's say we have a chocolate bar and it only has 4 pieces. And I eat 2 of them. That's half of it. What do you think it's going to be the same? 1/2. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to erase this. I'm going to erase this right here. Okay, and we're going to go on to the next one. Okay, so now let's pretend like we have brownies. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a little hungry. So how many brownies do we have? Let's count. 1, let's count. Let's erase this first, and then we can go ahead and count. Okay, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 pieces of brownie, right? So the first thing that we do is we ask ourselves, how many pieces are there all together? So what was your answer? It was 9. Good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw 9 at the bottom. That's our denominator. What's our numerator? Yes. So, well, we have to wait for our question, right? So we don't know yet. So let's say Miss Santana says that she wants you to find out how many brownies there are. Sorry, let's say Miss Santana wants you to find out how many brownies there are if someone ate 5 of them. How many brownies are left over? And then write your answer in a fraction. So let's try to do this together. We ate 5, so we'll put an X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ate 5 of them. So how many brownies are left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are we going to put up here? 4. So we have 4/9 of our brownie pan left. Now, what if Miss Santana said, how many brownies were eaten? Not left over. How many brownies were eaten? Well, we would count how many brownies someone ate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer would be 5/9. Okay. Now for the next one, I'm going to give you a little, we're going to go to our whiteboard. And here's what we're going to do. Let's say I give you 3 circles. And I ask you to divide them into 4 pieces. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I tell you, I want you to shade in 2 1/3. What are you going to do? Sorry, not 1/3. I'm sorry, Miss Santana made a error. Okay, 1/4, I'm sorry, 1/4, 2 and 1/4. What are we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to shade in, do you see how there's two numbers? It's a whole number and a fraction. They're both together, but it's a fraction. It's a mixed number. It has a whole number and it has a fraction. The whole number means you're gonna color the whole circle. So how many circles are we gonna cover completely? 2. So we're gonna go like this, color all of that in, 1, 2. Am I gonna color all of this in? No, because it only tells me to color in 2 full circles or 2 full whatever. Now over here it tells me my circle is not complete. I can only shade in 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only shade in 1 out of the 4. So this is what it would look like. Let's try it one more time. Let's add another one. Okay, it'll be that, but instead of a 2, let's say a 3. And so we're gonna have to add one more. Okay, so it says 3, 1/4. 3 and 1/4. So you say 3 and 1/4. So we're gonna color all 3 full circles, right? Because it's a whole number, it's completely. So 1, 2, 3. Am I gonna shade in all of it? No, it only tells me 3. And then 1/4. So am I gonna color all of it? I'm gonna color half of it. I'm only gonna cover 1/4. There we go. So the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm going to share with you my screen again. And this time we're gonna fill out that worksheet that I told you about. Okay. Right there. So the first one says, we're not gonna do all of it. We're not gonna do all of it. We're gonna do some of it. So it says color 2.5 squares. So we already know what to do. It says 2 full squares. So we have to color 2 full squares. Are you ready? 1, 2. Can I color a whole 3? No, it says 1/2, 2.5. So I'm gonna cut it in a half because how many pieces does it have? 2. And how many pieces am I gonna color? 1. Okay, let's do number 2. It says color 3.5 circles. So are we gonna, let's try doing it. 1, 2, 3. Am I gonna color 4? No, because it only says 3 full circles. 3.5. So how many pieces does the next one have? 2. Okay, and we can only color 1. Good. Now you're gonna do the next one on your own. Okay, you're gonna do the last 2 on your own. You're gonna do the last 2 on your own. And we're gonna do the ones on the bottom, okay? It says write a mixed number to show how much is shaded. That's super easy because we just learned this. So let's try it one more time, okay? So how many squares are fully shaded? They're whole numbers. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 fully shaded. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna write a big 5 like this. Okay. Now, Is this last square fully shaded? No. How many triangles in that box are shaded? Only one. So how are we going to write our fraction? What are we going to do? Well, we already learned this, so let's try doing it together. How many pieces are there all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are we going to put at the bottom of our fraction? A 4. Good job. And then we're going to put a little bar. And what are we going to put for the top number? We're going to put the number of triangles shaded. So how many triangles are shaded? 1. You are very right. 1. So we're going to put 1 up here. Good. Now let's do the next one. I'll do it with you. And then you're going to finish 7 and 8. Okay, by yourself. Okay, so how many full circles are shaded? 1, 2, 3. You're right. So we're going to write a big 3. And then next to the 3, let's see. What are we going to write? What are we going to do with these 2 circles? What are we going to do? Let me tell you. We're gonna pretend like they're not even there. We're gonna ignore them. You can even just scribble them out. They don't matter. So what we're gonna do, because all we care about is how many are shaded. So if we have 3 full circles, and then how many parts are there in this circle? 1, 2, 3. So what are we gonna put at the bottom of our fraction? 3. Now, the top of our fraction will tell us how many parts are shaded. How many parts are shaded? 1. So we are going to put a 1. Okay, so that's the end of our video. You are going to do number 3, number 4, number 7, and number 8 by yourself, okay? And then as soon as this video is over, you're going to finish your math worksheet. There's 2. There's a math sheet, and then there's a math fact sheet. Okay? So I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Totus tuus, Maria.